Krista Henderson, Michaela Tolliver, and Mahogany Matthews. Um, just obviously not how we wanted to end it, but I'm just so proud of what we accomplished this year. Again, it's our first time. Georgia State, first time women's basketball in the Sun Belt, winning multiple games. So I think we've laid some foundations. So I'm really excited about what this team accomplished, but more importantly, I'm really just proud of these young ladies that are sitting next to me and those young ladies that's down in the locker room because they really laid it on the line, not only this tonight and this week, but throughout the year and stuff. It was multiple times where people thought that this team was over, and they just refused to quit. And that's just the type of personality each one of these ladies have, and so just really proud of them. And that's it.
Okay, we'll open up for questions. Go ahead.
Brady Weiler with Panther Talk. Coach, kind of true the way this tournament's been going for you guys. You went all the way down to the end. You kept making the plays, but it was just down to Coach who made enough free throws at the end.
Yeah, no question about it. We talk about it that if we could stay close, that we always to give ourselves a chance. And today they just again they had too many free throws and they was knocking them down. And obviously we didn't shoot as well as we know we can shoot. Obviously this tournament is set up tough. It makes it difficult for you when you have to play 3 games in a row like that. And so. I think fatigue got us a little bit, but no excuse. This is what you have to do. Proud of our players again, and I felt like we fought until the end.
What's the challenge going up against a team like that, down low, defending the paint?
Well, when Mahogany got in foul trouble, that definitely hurts and stuff when you lose her presence down there. But I really think that for us, I think it started more on the perimeter tonight. I think, again, going back to a little bit of the fatigue, we wasn't able to guard the ball as well as we have been guarding the ball. And when you're not able to kind of contain the ball, that creates so much penetration where now you have Mahogany or other people stepping up, and I think we allowed a lot of kind of no contested layups there.
And for any of the players, what's it been like? Start out 1-5 in league play, but then you make this run to this point, go to the quarterfinals of the tournament.
Oh, sorry. You want me to start? You can go. Okay. For us, I think it was just us building our chemistry. We've had a couple of bumps and bruises. We got a lot of new players this year again. So I think for us, it was just giving us time to gel, giving us time to play together. A lot of us are seniors also, so we knew that we would turn it around. Last year, we started off well, and we went on the slope at the end, downhill, not the direction we wanted to go. So we just knew that if we were at the bottom, then the only way we could go was up. So I think it was just us buying in and playing for each other and getting our chemistry up so that we could turn it around and finish well in the Sun Belt Conference Championship.
I feel like we were bound to make a run. Just the teammates that we have, the confidence on the team, everybody, is together and just like being together. We had a different defense this year, so we had to adjust to that in the beginning of the season. But as soon as we started understanding the motion and everything going on, things just started flowing for us. So just, getting back to the basics and really figuring out.
What have Michaela, Mahogany, any of the seniors not at the podium meant to this program?
Whew, wow. God, now you're not gonna do this to me now, okay? All right. I've talked about Michaela, and anytime people ask me, I mean, she is what the example of what the student athlete looks like. She came in as a highly recruited freshman, and obviously didn't play as much as she wanted to play, but she stuck with it. And every year she's just continued to get better and better and better. And now, obviously, she's one of the top players in this league, and she's left a remarkable impression on Georgia State women's basketball. And she's an unbelievable student also. I mean, she's already graduated, and she's going to go to law school, and she's going to be a great citizen. She's someone who's doing everything you talk about, and so to have that example is tremendous. And so just couldn't say enough about her. And then you talk about Mahogany on the other side. Mahogany's someone who I've known of since her days back in high school. How many were you in North Carolina for 1 year? Yeah, for 1 year back then, back to my NC State days, and so I've kind of followed her from afar, and always admired her game, and when the opportunity arose for us to be able to get her here, it was a no-brainer for me, and as far as her basketball skills, and then now to spend a year with her and to know what type of person she is. I mean, she's someone. It's funny. They all laugh. The staff laugh because you may see us out there yelling and fussing at each other on the court, but we're sitting together at every pregame, and we're the last two in there talking, and we're talking about random crazy things most of the time, and because that's just what type of person she is, and so I just love her to death, and I could go on. I mean, this press conference would never end if I talked about everyone else. And Maya Williams, oh my goodness, whew, yeah. We have some unbelievable young women here, and that's what makes this job a lot easier. I tell my son. He asked once about, do I get frustrated when we lose, and I said that's part of it. You understand that, and you can understand and you get through that because of the type of young women we have in our program, and that's the most important thing. If we had bad people, I mean, whew, yeah, then the losing would really weigh on you. But we have unbelievable people. I mean, this young lady, every one of them, they're competitive and they want to win and they're fiery out there on that court. But I mean, they're women that you would be proud to call your daughter, your sister, your auntie, and everything. And so I'm lucky, I'm fortunate that I get to do this and do this with them.
Go ahead, Paul.
Coach A. Paul Chestnut, Fox Sports Peaceable Radio. Can you talk a little bit about just the competition, this tournament, this fifth year in Pensacola? It seems like you made some noise this year. It seems like every year it just keeps on getting better and better. Why is that with the
Well,
competition?
I think Sunbelt basketball, women's basketball, is getting better and better. I mean, obviously, I don't know where we're finished as far as net ranking as a conference this year, but I know last year I think we finished in the top 10. I think overall or something, and someone's shaking their head. Yes, and so that's good. So the level of play just overall from all the teams are getting better. I mean, we have phenomenal coaches, and we're getting unbelievable players. And when you're able to maintain and keep those players, I mean, she's been in the Sun Belt 2 years. She's been in it 4 years. I mean, although she switched schools, she's been in here now 3-4 years. So when you're able to maintain this kind of talent, it's only going to get better and better. And so I think that's one of the things that the Sun Belt has been able to do, all the different schools. We've been able to kind of maintain our talent, at least on the women's side, okay? Hopefully we can continue to do that because that helps. That's how it gets better. And I won't even get into the East. I mean, I think the East, God, it is brutal, the East. I mean, the teams that we have, and we have to play twice, I just think, no one's lining up to play East. When I go on the road and I talk recruiting and see other coaches, and they're like, man, I don't want to be in your conference. I mean, they don't want to be in the Sun Belt, not women's basketball. We have something special here, and obviously we could do some things, I think, to make it better and stuff, but Sun Belt women's basketball is pretty good. It's pretty tough and everything, and that's what you're seeing.
And then I got a question on Zoom for all the players. Just what has it meant to, be under Coach Hill and the man and the impact that he's brought on your life?
I'll start. Coach Hill, me and Coach Hill, we started off, like, my first 2 years here were very rough. But, like, he's always been in my corner. He's always had confidence in me. And I think over the course of the last 3 years, I've probably been the head of the snake. So I'll probably being the person that's been here for the longest. Me and him like sit side by side. He confides, like he comes and asks me questions. We talk, like, so I think being up under him, he's been taking the program up and up. He's creating something special here. If you ever need anything, you can always call Coach Hill. Outside of him being your coach, you need a job, you need an internship, you need help with classes, anything, you can go in his office and say, hey, Coach Hill, I need this, I need that. And he'll do anything in his power to make it happen. I think next year y'all will see them back again, and they'll be back making noise, and he'll be a new and improved Coach Hill again.
I'll say, like, being coached under Coach Hill has been amazing. I came in my freshman year, and, you know, freshman year, some freshmen aren't always, like, the best that they wanted to be. And he just kept believing in me no matter how many bad games I had. He kept his head up. He kept saying, like, I'm not going to give up on you. So that means so much to me, just coming in as a freshman and just knowing that your head coach has the confidence. And just this year, even this year, like, my average had went down, but he still just kept meeting with me saying, like, you got this, just keep your confidence up, you know what you can do. And just, like, being coached under him, you just showed you how amazing he is, an amazing human being he is, and he'll always be there for you and always be, you know, supportive of you no matter what. So it's meant the world to me to be coached under him.
Sorry. This is my first year under Coach Hill. I can say that it been amazing. I don't have no complaints. Even though it seemed like we don't get along with each other, but we do. We have good talks. He's on my head about getting a job after basketball. I'm trying. But on the basketball side, he saw my potential. I set a goal this year and I got it. He kept getting on my head about getting rebounds, helping my teammates out, and he helped me with that. But I feel like it was a good year.
And surprisingly, he's really funny too.
With a dad.
Yeah.
Any final questions?
This year we left some, I mean, Michaela for your entire career here, left some pretty big marks in our record book, and just all around. How does that feel to leave Florida State and leave that legacy?
You want to go first?
Okay. I was really surprised that I broke the blocks record. I did not know what the record was, but I was happy, but then surprised. I was just surprised because that's my first record I ever broke in my life. So. And two. So that's new to me too.
What was the question again? I'm sorry.
Your record?
Oh, what records I got? Okay. Well, I've been here for 4 years, so I'm confident in myself. Like, I'm very confident in myself, and to have coaches surrounding me who are also confident in me, they kind of made it very easy for me. It's been a long 4 years, y'all, but I think when I was able to get my 1,000 points, like, a couple months back, we got 2 games in the Sun Belt tournament back to back. It's been awesome. Like, we've been nationally ranked a couple times, I think, with our defense and steals, and we got Defensive Player of the Year. She's ranked 2nd nationally in the nation in blocks per game. So I think coming here was one of the best decisions I've made. Now I can say that 4 years later. And coming into this season, it's my last one, so I just knew I had 2 things. I wanted to win, and they keep putting me on 3rd team. So I had to give it my all this year so that, I could bring my team to success this year.